Contenders, I'm your host, Baek Eun-young. Well, when you think of exports for Korea, what do you think of? Well, some people think of cars, others memory chips, maybe dramas. Well, one thing that is remarkably beautiful is the blue sky above us. I hope you take the time to enjoy the season. Let's welcome today's contenders onto our stage. Welcome. We have all women on our stage today. JJ team, Kim Jae-eun and Cho Eun-young. I understand that you have JJ from your names, Jae-eun and Cho Eun-young. Now tell us a bit about yourselves.
Well, we are students in Dongguk University, College of Oriental Medicine.
Ah, so you're going to be Oriental medical doctors.
Yes.
I see. And what brings you two together for our team?
Well, I asked a couple of friends, and she was the only one said yes. Who said
Oh,
yes.
really?
Yes.
So, well, good luck with you and your partner today, JJ team. Thank you for joining us. Going against the JJ team, we have the Ariel team, Seo Jung-yoon and Lee Mi-gyun. Now, Ariel, is that from The Little Mermaid?
Actually, this name is originally means that the fairy of airs. And really, we quoted from this from the Grecian mythology, and we really like it, and that's why we choose this name.
Oh, it's very pretty. Ariel. Welcome to our stage, JJ and Ariel. Now let us get to our quiz. Now, JJ team, you have our choice of Q, U, I, or Z. Which would you like?
You please, because we are university students.
All right, you. Number 1. Of the following, which food does not require a fork? 1, steak, 2, spaghetti, 3, salad, 4, soup.
Number 4, soup.
Good choice. That was a pretty easy beginning for you, and let's go to question number 2. Of the following, which is not a symbol that can be typed by a keyboard? 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Number 1.
Very good. Glad you chose the right answer, and we go to question 3. Of the following, which character was not a real person? 1, Antonio Salieri, 2, Man in the Iron Mask, 3, Sherlock Holmes, and 4, Cardinal Richelieu.
Number 3, Sherlock Holmes.
Very good. And question 4. Of the following, which is the world's most popular religion? 1, Christianity, 2, Islam, 3, Hinduism, and 4, Buddhism.
Number 2, Islam.
Actually, it's Christianity, if you check your facts. JJ, well, this is a tough beginning for you, but we have a lot of the quiz ahead and a lot of points. So JJ, you end the section at 30 points. And Ariel, they chose you, so you have Q, I, and Z left. Which will you have?
We're gonna choose Z.
All right, question set Z, number 1. Of the following, on road signs, what does P indicate? 1, parking, 2, people, 3, position, and 4, prestige.
Number 1, parking.
Question 2. Of the following, which is fiction? 1, news, 2, documentary, 3, drama, and 4, reality show.
3, drama.
And question 3. Of the following, which is not essential equipment for a boxer? 1, gloves, 2, boots, 3, mouthpiece, 4, belt.
4 belt. 4 belt.
Good. And are you familiar with boxing?
Not really.
Not really.
Not really?
No.
You're not into it at all?
No. I know it's good for a diet though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear it's getting very popular these days. And we go to question 4. Of the following, Where can you get heavily fined for buying or selling chewing gum? 1. Hong Kong, 2. Japan, 3. Singapore, and 4. Korea.
3. Singapore.
And have you been to Singapore before?
Not yet.
Not yet. Perhaps we might send you if you win. And we go to question 5. Of the following, which is not a bird of prey? 1. Eagle, 2. Albatross, 3. Owl, 4. Hawk.
Number 2, albatross.
And you haven't used chance yet. We go to question 6. Of the following, which city did the Great Fire break out in 1666? 1. Rome, 2. London, 3. Chicago, 4. Paris.
We're going to use a chance.
All right, we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices. And please make your final selection, Ariel.
Number 2, London.
Good use of chance. And we go to question 7. Of the following, which is not a movie directed by Stanley Kubrick? 1. The Shining, 2. The Thin Red Line, 3. Eyes Wide Shut, and 4. Dr. Strangelove.
Number 4, Dr. Strangelove.
Actually, it is The Thin Red Line. That is not a Kubrick work. Ariel, you end the section ahead, though. 60 points versus JJ's 30. So, congratulations, Ariel. And now we get to see how well you work together as a team. So, in this section, we give you a list of pre-chosen words, or words in a pre-chosen category, 20 of them in fact. You are given 100 seconds to go through the entire list, and you can not use any of the words or phrases that we give you on the board unless it is in parentheses. And JJ, if you're ready, please take your position next to me. And your list is Y words. Pretty easy. Well, tough to study for, don't you think?
We had to look for all dictionaries.
You looked through the entire section?
Yes, we did.
Let's see
but
if
we
you're...
forgot most of them.
Well, let's see if your time put in pays off. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Yon.
It's a small boat with a
Yacht.
yes. Como.
Yogurt. Oh, YMCA.
It's a river in China.
Yangtze.
You know? It's a university in the US.
Yale.
Oh, it's a French designer.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Yellow part of an egg.
Yolk.
Emails over that I'm using.
Yahoo.
It's a forest in California. Big forest.
Yosemite.
It's a kind of hotel for
Youth
young
hotel?
people. Yeah. It's a Chinese currency.
Yuan.
Before Ify and people, we are not like
Yopi.
us. Christmas.
Yutai.
It's an Arabian country. in
Yemen?
Central. It's a kind of computer problem that about 3 years ago, that was a problem.
Y2K?
The left and right.
Yin and Yang?
Pass. Oh, it's a Japanese food. Chicken, and it's a kind of broiled chicken.
Yaki? Teriyaki? Pass.
Pass.
JJ, your work seems to have paid off. You did a lot of catching up in this section. You passed on Yahweh, which is the name for God in Hebrew. And yakitori is a kind of kebab, chicken kebab, Japanese, right? You put chicken on a stick and then put it over a fire. You end the section with 210 points. Congratulations. Now, Ariel, if you're ready, please take your position. And your category is poets.
Yep.
Did you do a lot of research into that?
It's quite hard because there are so many poets on earth.
That's right. Wide-ranging category.
Yeah, right.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Go.
English grade 1, sonnet.
Shakespeare.
The Wasteland.
Eliot, T.S. Eliot.
The Azalea, Korean one.
Kim So-wol.
Pass. The movie, Robin Williams in it. Whitman, movie.
Pass.
The Odyssey.
Homer's.
Faust.
Goethe.
The romantic leader, German. Poet.
Bridge.
Starting with H.
Hesse.
The French, starting with a B.
Baudelaire.
Yeah, right. And the daffodils.
Wordsworth.
John Juan.
Byron.
The American, not like a Nobel Literature Prize. It's like a P, starting with a P. It's a prize name.
Literature?
Right. It's a Korean kissing. Famous women.
Hong Jin-yi.
The Langbus movie. Leonardo DiCaprio was in it. Pass. Pass. Starting with the A and the philosopher, Socrates. A. Socrates, not Socrates. Starting with the A.
Archyros.
Pass.
You did a great job. You had a tough time on, well, the Bible seems to be tripping up both teams today. The Psalms is the poet book in the Bible. And you didn't get Dead Poet Society, the great movie with Robin Williams. And Aristotle was the philosopher that we were going for. Ariel, you end the section with 170. JJ, you have the lead now with 210 points. And now let's call out Mr. David Hwang. Welcome to our stage.
Thank you. Hey, ladies. I feel like a special person here today, considering I am the only one of the male species, I guess you can say, here on the stage. So I feel very privileged and honored. So anyways, though, well, should we go on to the rules for the next section?
Surely.
All right. This next section, as you guys know, is a round of non-multiple choice questions. The first team to buzz in will get the first chance to answer. If you get it wrong, that chance will be given to the other team. Now, you guys are lucky here on the Contenders. Why do you ask? Because if you both get it wrong, we are kind enough to give you both another chance with the help of a spelling hint. 15 questions in all, 30 points per question, 5 seconds to answer each one.
And so if we're ready, please be sure to buzz in and answer only after I've called out your team name. Let's have question number 1.
All right. Question number 1 is about color. According to a recent study, foreigners in Korea selected this color as a color.
JJ.
Red.
It's pretty powerful to see the waves of people wearing red t-shirts during the World Cup. Cheering, right?
Yeah, they say that the red color symbolizes Korean characteristics. You think that's true?
Passion.
The passion? In Korea, they say 빨리 빨리 a lot.
Yeah, quickly, right?
Quickly. So I think red is the proper color. So anyway.
And let's go to question 2.
All right. Question 2 is about politics. A German court has lifted a ban preventing the release of the Stasi, which are the East German secret police files on this person. During his 16 years in power, he presided over Germany's unification, and he became the driving force of European integration.
JJ.
Helmut Kohl.
And Ariel, I want to encourage you to buzz in quickly, and let's go to question 3.
Question 3 is about food. The Japanese people ingest 48% of their cholesterol from this. But it was proven that women who eat more than 2
Ariel.
Egg.
So does it mean we should eat more eggs or not?
You should not, because if you eat more than 2 a day, women who eat more than that say that they die earlier. But who knows? I mean, what can you believe? One day eggs are good for you, the next day they
bad
cause
for you.
cancer, you know?
Well.
So I don't know. I think if you enjoy it, eat it up. That's what I say.
Question 4, please.
Question 4 is about leisure. We should be able to stay in 34 newly built, nice, quiet log houses in Mount Kumgangsan from as soon as November. This kind of housing is a boarding house or a small, inexpensive...
JJ.
Pension.
Yes. And they're growing very popular here in Korea. Have you stayed at one?
No, I've never stayed at a pension.
I hear it's very beautiful.
Is it?
And inexpensive.
So as the question said.
That's right. And, Ariel, I want to encourage you once again to buzz in, and let's go to 5.
Question number 5 is about company. Growing numbers of IT manufacturers are opening plants in China. This Korean company...
Ariel.
Samsung Electronics.
Yes, Samsung Electronics is the correct answer. And it's good to see Ariel on the board. Let's go to the next question.
Welcome, Ariel. Here we go. Question number 6 is about entertainment. Egypt decreed that only local performers will be allowed to perform this dance in this country.
JJ.
Belly dance.
Belly dancing, I heard it's one of your hobbies.
How do you know?
I do, right? That's true, right?
That's right.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
One day maybe she can showcase for us here on the Contenders.
Yes, sometime way in the future. And let's go to question 7 now.
All right, let's stay on that one. No, I'm just kidding. All right, question number 7 is about country. This country, which also signed accession documents last month, is the first least developed country to join the WTO. It will become the WTO's 147th member next year after it ratifies the agreed terms. What is this country whose former name is the Khmer Republic or Kampuchea?
JJ.
Cambodia.
And moving right along, Ariel, once again, there are a lot of points per question, 30, so you got to buzz in. And let's go to question 8.
All right, question 8 is about geology. A massive explosion of this, frothing out of the world's oceans 250 million years ago, caused the Earth's worst mass extinction, claims a US geologist. The exploding of this could have had the force of 100 million megatons of TNT. This is the main constituent of natural gas and is used as a fuel. What is this?
What is this? Let's take a look at the hint. And JJ.
Methane.
Yes, it is methane. And we're already at question 9.
Question 9 is about art. Lost footage of John Lennon has been uncovered by documentary makers. It is a film on a subject of Lennon and Ono's discussion concerning an Austrian TV series called This. This is an artist whose work is innovative, experimental, and unconventional. What is this?
Or it could actually be used to describe the work itself.
Exactly.
And so why don't we take a look at the hint? JJ.
Avant-garde.
Yes. JJ, you seem to be in your element. Let's go to question 10.
Question 10 is about sport. Scotland and Germany met in the King's Cup final in Thailand. Each team has 3 elephants and players use 2-meter-long mallets to strike a small white ball. What is this sport which is originally played on horseback?
JJ.
Polo.
Polo on elephants.
Yeah,
Interesting to try, right?
Yeah, that's like 2-meter-long mallets.
Yeah. It must be hard to get the aim right, you know?
I guess that's why they're professional players.
That's right. And let's go to question 11.
Question 11 is about character. For fans of this cartoon character, a Japanese taxi company is offering the perfect way to get around town. It has licensed the character for 3 years from Sanrio, the character's creator. What is this cute cat character?
JJ.
Hello Kitty.
And now actually, are you a big fan of Hello Kitty items?
Not really. I like Japanese comics, but not that cat.
Oh, really? So which character do you prefer?
강백호.
Is that Japanese?
Yeah, Slam Dunk.
Ah.
I don't know his Japanese name though.
Okay. Well, are you familiar with?
No.
No. Pretty
Yeah,
cool
don't go
looking
there,
character. Very unlike the Hello Kitty. And now let's go to question 12.
Okay, question 12 is about organization. Iraq has been invited to attend this meeting for the first time since the occupation by US-led forces. Iraq has not taken part in its output agreement since 1991's Gulf War. This is an organization of countries that share the same policies regarding
JJ.
OPEC.
The Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries was the correct answer. And now we go to question 13.
Question 13 is about music. This person was obsessed with the number 14. It is because when he added up the numbers that correspond to the 4 letters of his name, the result was 14.
JJ.
Bach.
Yes, that is correct.
Bach, isn't it B-A-C-H, batch? Just kidding. Ha ha,
my
I'm a
gosh.
funny guy, all right.
And we go to question 14.
Okay, question 14 is about nutrition. Researchers have found teenagers are at an increased risk of fracturing their arms. The rise may be due to injuries sustained in sports, but it also may be linked to too little of this element in diets. This is essential to the formation of bones and teeth. What is this?
Ariel.
Iron.
JJ, it's your chance to answer. 5 seconds. JJ.
Calcium.
Yes. And now we've come to our last question.
Question 15 is about fashion. On October 10th, 1886, this new type of jacket was worn at a dinner club in New York for the first time. The dinner jacket is actually the English name for what Americans call this, which was also the name of the club. Originally,
JJ.
Tuxedo.
And with that very strong ending to a strong game, you get to go to the finals, JJ team. Congratulations. Ariel, it was good to have you join us for the game. However, it proved to be pretty tough on you. So I know there are supporters back home. What do you want to say?
Thank you for supporting us. They're really great with the buzzer and had a great knowledge. And good luck for them. And yeah, good experience. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us today. And now, JJ team, you know that you're going to be going up against the Re team that won last week. They're going for their second win. How do you feel?
Actually, I didn't see them playing, so I have no idea how strong they are, but I'm just nervous and
Generally nervous overall.
Yep.
Well, we'll return right after this with JJ and Re. Final stage. Now let us welcome back the Red team. Welcome to our stage. We have Hwang Sung-wook and Kim Jong-jin. This is your attempt at win number 2 in a row, and I see that you're in matching shirts today. So, what did your friends say upon your win?
Yeah, short speaking, I we spend a lot of money for my friend.
Ah, sharing the good tidings, right?
Yes,
The good
sure.
cheer, I suppose. And so, you have pretty tough opponents today going against you with the JJ team. What do you think?
I don't know. She's very good.
Are you guys more nervous than you were last week, or you're used to it now?
Oh, every time.
Every
I'm
time
nervous.
it's like new?
Here.
Well,
In
good
front
luck
of
to the
camera.
red team. Good luck to JJ. Now let us get to our quiz. And so in this final section, we have 5 categories of questions, 5 questions each, 10 to 50 points. And if you get one right, you get to pick the next question. And so what are today's categories?
All right, today's categories are Days in October, Medical Miracles, Pets Gone Wild, Gems and Titles, and Tea Time.
All fascinating categories I can't wait to get to, but I get to choose the first one. I'll go with Days in October for 10 points. On October 9th, 1991, this event was held in London's Royal Albert Hall. The UK version was shortened to a 5-day contest. Each contestant fought once a day, leading to the likelihood of a final day playoff. The participants were comprised of younger contestants and old masters, including 2 Yokozuna. It was the first tournament ever. Reeve. Ooh, out of time. JJ, it is your chance to answer. I will finish the question. It was the first tournament ever to be staged outside Japan in this sport's 1,500-year history. What? JJ.
Sumo.
Yes. And JJ, are you big sumo fans? Oh no. Not at all? And JJ, with that 10 points on the board, you get to choose.
Days in October for 20, please.
Surely Days in October for 20 points. On October 18th, 1976, the funeral of Carlo Gambino, the boss of the bosses, took place in New York. Mr. Gambino, considered the most powerful of the leaders of the American Mafia, died in his sleep at his home. Although author Mario Puzo deliberately avoided using the word mafia, JJ?
The Godfather.
And in the movie The Godfather, Don Vito Corleone, which we say may have been based on Gambino, was played by Marlon Brando, and he was pretty awesome in that role.
He was pretty darn awesome.
And JJ, you get to choose.
Gems in Titles, please. For
Surely.
10.
For 10?
Yeah.
Gems in Titles, 10 points.
The songs you're listening to are from the Beatles' White Album. John Lennon wrote this particular song after he saw his son Julian's drawing of Lucy O'Donnell. It remains one of the touchstones of British psychedelia since it was suspected that he deliberately chose the title Lucy in the Sky with Blank because the initial
Reeve.
Diamond.
Yes. And that is the hardest gem in the world. Reeve, it is good to see you on the board. You are trailing, but by 20 points only. You get to choose.
Gems in Titles for 20, please.
Gems in Titles, 20 points.
In 1971, Melanie Safka, who took the stage at Woodstock, issued a plaintive version of this song. The original song was sung by the Rolling Stones. In 1967,
JJ?
Ruby Tuesday.
Yes. The ruby is the stone of courage. And are you a big fan of the artist, or did you know the song already?
I know the song a little.
Want to hum a few bars? Okay.
Anytime.
And JJ, you get to choose.
Gems for 30, please.
Sure. Gems in Titles, 30 points.
That's me. Okay. Vladimir Nabokov's novel, Pale Fire, is a satire on academic pretentiousness. One of the plot elements is the crown jewels of the kingdom of Zembla, which were hidden away during the upset of the revolution and searched for by incompetent people who never find them. This makes people think of this country, the writer's native land. His wealthy, aristocratic family fled to Western Europe after the wake of the revolution of 1917.
JJ.
Russia?
Yes. Ray, you're having a tough time today on the show, but you know, this is just the beginning and we want you to take the chance and buzz in quickly. JJ, you get to choose.
Go on with the category for 40.
Sure. Gems and titles, 40 points.
Nintendo's Monster Battling franchise makes its Game Boy Advance debut with the simultaneous release of Pokemon, the Ruby version and this version. These two versions differ in the frequency of certain monster types, and in the blank version, players can select the shark-like same header to battle their rivals' creatures, allowing for more choices in combat. This is a clear, hard, precious stone, which is usually deep blue in color. What is this?
JJ.
Fire?
A sapphire. And JJ, you get to choose.
For 40. Gems for 40, please. 50, please.
Okay. Closing the category, gems and titles, 50 points.
This is actually a retelling of a symbolic Mexican folktale. When the fisherman Kino finds this extraordinary gem, he hopes it will bring comfort and health to his family. But when the townsfolk of La Paz learn of his find, he is soon surrounded by a horde of greedy people. His family suffers a series of disasters and finally, he throws this back into the ocean. What is the title of this short story by American writer John Steinbeck?
John Steinbeck's title? As a hint, it's a gem that can be found in the ocean. JJ.
Paul?
Yes, it is the pearl. And JJ, we went through a lot of gems in our category. Which is your favorite?
Definitely diamond.
Definitely the diamond. Why?
Girl's best friend.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Okay.
I feel sorry for your boyfriend or husband or...
Don't worry, there's no one.
Oh, really?
Well, you know, watching this show, he may be in the wings waiting for you. I don't know.
Hope so.
You might have just scared him away though, because diamonds are your best friends.
And JJ, you get to choose.
Tea time for 10, please.
Sure. Tea time for 10 points.
Hello, I'm Chae Eun-sil of the Tea Museum. How about warm cup of tea on a cool autumn afternoon? Many herb or fruit teas are popular these days. What kind of tea do you like? I hope there are some teas that you like in today's questions too. Anna, the 7th Duchess of Bedford, is often credited with the invention of this tradition in the early 1840s. Dinner was not served until 8:30 or 9 in the evening, and she often became hungry, so she ordered a small meal and tea. It became popular and eventually became known as this, being something traditional British. Today's tradition is to enjoy tea with the sandwiches.
Red.
Red tea.
JJ, it's your chance to answer. She'll finish the question.
Cakes and scones between lunch and dinner. What is this?
JJ, 5 seconds. JJ.
Afternoon tea. What you guess?
Yes. And JJ, you get to choose.
Tea time for 20, please.
Tea time, 20 points.
In Korea, tea has a long history and is a kind of drink with a special aroma and taste. This place has the largest tea patch in the country.
JJ.
보성.
It is the home of tea, actually, in Korea. And it also has these beautiful tea fields that you can sometimes catch as part of advertisements for tea. And JJ, you get to choose.
Tea time for 30, please.
Tea time, 30 points.
Tea with Blank, a pseudo-autobiographical tale from the early life of director Franco Zeffirelli, looks at the life of a bastard son of an Italian businessman raised by an English woman in pre-World War II Italy. He and English women lived a sheltered existence that they believed was guaranteed protection by this person. He was also dubbed Il Duce and was the dictator of Italy at the time. Who is this?
Re.
Mussolini.
Tea with Mussolini was the work. And Re, it is very good to see you on the board. You get to choose.
Days in October for 30 points, please.
Days in October, 30 points. By the early 20th century, this city was a small town known only for the production of mohair. In 1920, Mustafa Kemal Ataturk made the city the seat of his Turkish nationalist government. Independent, Re?
Ankara.
Yes, it is. And that replaced Istanbul as the capital of Turkey. And in ancient times, Ankara was known as Ankara or later as Angora. And Re, you get to choose.
Days in October for 40 points, please.
Days in October, 40 points. After this person's death, his longtime lover, Mark Christian, sued his estate, again calling attention to the homosexuality of this star, which was mostly hidden throughout his career. The Prudential Life Insurance Company stopped using their slogan, "Own a Piece of the Rock," after his death on October 2nd. Re.
Freddie Mercury.
JJ, it is your chance to answer. I'll finish the question. Death on October 2nd, 1985. He was the first celebrity to publicly announce that he had AIDS. Who is this American actor who appeared in Giant? JJ.
Rock Hudson.
Yes, it is Rock Hudson. And JJ, you get to choose.
Days in October for 50, please.
Closing the category, Days in October, 50 points. On October 5th, 1434, the Italian merchant prince Cosimo the Elder returned from exile to Florence. He became the first of this family to rule Florence. The genealogy of this family is complicated by JJ.
Medici.
You can't remember the Renaissance of Florence without Medici's, and Florence as it is today is largely the accomplishment of this famous family of the Medici's. And JJ, you get to choose.
Tea time for 40, please.
Going back to tea time, 40 points.
This Chinese-originated tea is also used as material for Eastern medicine. Today, this is a very common English tea. It is said to have been given the recipe by a Chinese mandarin. This popular black tea was named for the British Prime Minister in the early 19th century. An amalgamation of Indian...
JJ?
Earl Grey.
Yes. It is flavored with oil of bergamot. And are you familiar with that in Eastern medicine?
Yep.
Do you like Earl Grey?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a very tasty blend of tea.
I'm not a big tea drinker, but besides water, I think if you go all around the world, I don't think there's a people or a culture without A, alcohol, and B, tea. I think, tea is so popular around the world. But I'm personally not a big tea guy.
Not a big tea guy?
No.
Well, she's into tea.
She loves Earl Grey and diamonds.
And JJ, you get to choose.
Tea time for 50, please.
Tea time, closing the category, 50 points.
This tea originated from the Ming Dynasty from about 400 years ago. As more people came to enjoy this tea, the flavor, rich, unique aroma became popular. People usually drink this by using a tiny teacup. The best...
Re.
Jasmine tea.
JJ, it is your chance to answer, and she will finish the question.
Tea is grown and harvested from the mountains of Taiwan. It is partially oxidized and possesses some of the qualities of both black and green teas. This tea name translates to Black Dragon. In English, what is this?
JJ, 5 seconds. JJ.
우롱차. Oolong tea.
And JJ, you get to choose.
Our major, medical miracles for 10, please.
Medical miracles for 10 points.
Christopher Reeve, the actor whose struggle against paralysis has given new hope to patients with severe spinal injuries, has won the 2003 Lasker Award. He was paralyzed from the shoulders down when he was thrown headlong from a horse in 1995. Now he has regained some sensation in 70% of his body. He makes people think of the hero of the movie he starred in.
Re.
Superman.
Yes. And he seems really a Superman.
He really is. I mean, it's a great story of his comeback, but you know what I really like about this story is his wife, actually. She's an incredible wife. She stuck by him through this whole thing, so I think it's an incredible, incredible story altogether. Anyways, shall we go on?
And Ray, you get to choose.
Medical miracles for 20 points, please.
Medical miracles, 20 points.
Today, scientists tailor drugs to individual needs, making medical miracles everyday events. But the first effective antibiotic was discovered almost by accident. It is now used to treat a wide range of bacterial infections. In 1928, though, Alexander Fleming was...
JJ.
Penicillin?
Mold that killed bacteria. And Ray, I saw you try the buzzer. They were a little bit quicker than you were. JJ, you get to choose.
Well, medical miracles for 30, please.
Medical miracles, 30 points.
Spotting the disease early can significantly increase the chances of beating it and make it possible to expect a medical miracle. Many women may be risking their lives by failing to seek early medical help when they spot possible signs of this.
JJ.
Breast cancer?
Yes. And it is the most frequent type of cancer among women in college in Korea.
That's
so it's
amazing.
Serious.
That young, you can get breast cancer? Is that true? That is sad.
And JJ, you get to choose.
Medical miracles for 40, please.
Medical miracles, 40 points.
Last May, Nahula Hula, whose name means luck in Zulu, is only the 4th baby ever to survive this pregnancy. Specialists had to perform a difficult operation to deliver her, since she was born after developing in her mother's this organ instead of the womb. The original role of this organ is to secrete bile, store and filter blood, and take part in many metabolic functions. For example, the conversion of sugar into glycogen. What is this?
Re.
Liver?
I think all of you were hesitant to buzz in because you were thinking, that can't be. But yes, the baby was delivered from the liver. Incredible. And Re, you get to choose.
Next question, please.
Sure. Medical miracles, 50 points.
Terry Wallace, 39, had been at the center of an accident in July 1984 when a car he was traveling in plunged into a creek. The driver of the vehicle, his friend, died. Terry, on the other hand, was discovered by rescuers a day later. Now he has regained consciousness after spending 19 years in this. He startled his family by speaking suddenly last June. From the Greek word meaning deep sleep, this is a prolonged state of deep...
Re.
Coma.
And it's perhaps related to the Greek poiman, to put to sleep.
I really enjoyed this category, medical miracles. I mean, this one, 19 years in a coma, he wakes up. I wonder what he said.
Yeah.
I wonder what was the first thing he said, you know? Any guesses? Anyway, I don't know.
What would you have said, Re? Don't know.
Maybe not this is the right time to ask. Let's move.
Okay, and Ray, you get to choose.
Yes, Pets Gone Wild.
For 10 points, please.
Pets Gone Wild, 10 points. Today, members of the dog family live on every continent except Antarctica. In the wild state, the dingo howls rather than barks, is nocturnal, Reeve.
Australia.
It is the smallest continent in the world, and it is found there, the dingo, and Reeve, you get to choose.
Pets Gone Wild for 20 points, please.
Pets Gone Wild, 20 points. Native to China, this was first domesticated centuries ago from the wild form. Believe it or not, in the wild it is olive green. Breeders have developed bizarre varieties with fan, fringe, or veil tails, and sometimes with double, JJ.
Peacock?
Reeve, it is your chance to answer. I'll finish the question. And sometimes with double or triple fins. Some have bulging telescope eyes. The familiar orange-red color found in domestic fish is the result of careful breeding. This is a species of soft-finned freshwater fish of the minnow family. What is this? Reeve, 5 seconds. Reeve.
Goldfish.
So the original goldfish was green.
Yeah. Have you ever had one? Have you ever eaten
Raised
one?
one.
Raised one?
Yes, I've raised goldfish.
You've never eaten a goldfish before?
No, I've never eaten a goldfish.
I've eaten goldfishes actually too.
What does it taste like?
Tastes fishy.
Surprised you didn't say like chicken. And Reeve, you get to choose.
That was second on my list.
Pets Gone Wild for 30 points, please.
Pets Gone Wild, 30 points. All of the domestic stock of this is descended from a single group captured in 1930. Wild ones live in underground burrows. They feed on grain and other plant matter and are serious agricultural pests in many parts of their range. This is a small Eurasian rodent with a short tail and large cheek pouches for storing food. Although this is little known in the wild state, now it is familiar as a laboratory animal and pet. Reeve.
Marmot.
JJ, it is your chance to answer, and I'll finish the question. What is this? JJ, 5 seconds. JJ.
Guinea pig?
Let's think. This is a Eurasian rodent with a short tail and with large cheek pouches. Think of the pet shops. JJ.
Squirrel?
Reeve, 5 seconds. Reeve?
Mouse?
Actually, we were looking for hamster.
Hamster.
It is the hamster. Well, we have 2 questions on the board. Actually, since neither of you got the question, I get to choose, and I'll just go for it. Pets Gone Wild, 40 points. It is quite difficult to grow a tortoise with the length of over 120 centimeters and weight of over 225 kilograms. If you go here, you're able not only to see but to touch giant tortoises. There are about a dozen races of the tortoise, a major source of meat for sailors in the 17th and 18th century. These islands were named for them. JJ.
Galapagos?
Darwin spent 6 weeks there in 1835, and it's a group of islands, as you know, constituting province of Ecuador in the Pacific Ocean. And we have just 1 question left on the board. We have Pets Gone Wild, 50 points. If you're considering getting this for a pet, please do some research first. It's expensive and it will suffer and die as a result of poor husbandry in the hands of careless owners. Also, one must be very careful because the tiny baby can grow to a length of over 1.8 meters. The large mouth, scaly skin, sharp claws, long tail, and large eyes bear a resemblance to those of its extinct relatives, the dinosaurs. Reeve.
Ostrich.
Ooh, and JJ, it's your chance to answer. I'll finish the question. What is this large tropical lizard? JJ, 5 seconds. JJ?
Iguana?
Yes, it is. And it actually comes from the Spanish, from Arawak iguana. And with that, JJ, you have won. Congratulations, your first win.
prizes are awaiting our winning contenders. Your first win will take you on a trip to Jeju Island. Your second win to Japan. Your third win will take you to China. And on your fourth win, you'll win a trip to Southeast Asia. On your fifth win, a trip to Hawaii. Your sixth win, a trip to the United States. And on your seventh win, you'll take the grand prize of a tour of Europe. We hope many of you join us.
Well, Reeve, you have one win under your belt. You have tickets to go to Jeju Island. Yes. And so are you going to go together?
Sure.
I don't know.
Ooh.
The divorce.
All right, you got to discuss that amongst yourselves. Congratulations again on your first win, your one win. We're glad to give you the tickets to go to Jeju Island. And I know you have something you want to share with the viewers back home who are supporting you. What do you want to say?
First of all, thanks to my parents who bring up the poor boy, and thanks to my sister and all around me, and finally, thanks to my partner, and I hope this team will get the ticket to Europe. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us, and congratulations again on your tickets to Jeju Island. And now, JJ, well, you've won, and it means we give you tickets to Jeju Island as well. Are you going to aim for Europe, as your opponent said?
Oh. Yeah.
So you are going to go for Europe. How do you feel?
Well, I never expected to win, so I didn't tell my family about this. I just kept secret, and I just pretend to go to school just as usual. Well, it's good to win.
Yeah, and you'll be sharing the good news with them. Congratulations again. So JJ marked its first win today. Let's see what happens with them next week. Thank you very much for joining us, and have a great week. Bye-bye.